Welcome to the panel shows Hear the Music. I am here with husband and wife duo in the studio, Katherine and Chaminda. They are both Katcha. Welcome to the panel show.
You, Michael? How are you going?
I'm absolutely thrilled to be talking to you guys right now because I know how amazing you are, or you both are, and I want the world to know how amazing you are. So let me start off by asking you, tell us about your music. I'll start with you, Kat.
Our music.
Yeah.
Our music is different. We actually don't put ourselves in a genre because we just write what we feel from the heart, and that's what we do. So we could have a song that sounds a bit poppy. We could have a song that sounds a bit spiritual. We could have a song that sounds a bit calypso, would you say?
Yeah, calypso,
And,
soca. Yeah.
and the thing is, so we just really classify ourselves as world music.
World music.
If anyone was to ask us, yeah.
Chaminda, do you agree with that?
World of music. 100%, man.
Yeah.
Look, when Kat and I got together, you know, obviously she's born and bred in Australia. I was born in Sri Lanka. You know, collaboration, different cultures. You know, all that impacts what we do in our music. Because we take this for real, right? This is our thing. So in terms of what genre, yes, I would go with Kat. It is world music because you're looking at, you know, Rashiva, which is universal healing. No Ordinary Day, which is kind of like a soca, calypso kind of song. You know, then you get Let Me Love You, which can be in a film. That has Asian melody instruments and, you know, and Ed Sheeran drum beats. It's all versatile, man. So it's very hard to categorize us, man. And we get this question often.
Well, I have to commend you guys on. I mean, Kat's the vocal driven behind Katcha. Is that
I always say that.
amazing? You have such a voice, a unique voice.
Aren't you sweet?
Absolutely amazing. I mean, you also do vocal coaching as well.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
yeah. We have a teaching studio, so yeah, vocal coaching is part of that.
And that's what we're here today, right now, at
That's
Katcha
it. We're here.
Live Studio. That's what it's called. And
Yeah.
And how long have you been singing for, Kat?
I've been singing ever since I was really young, but actual proper lessons and things since I was 19. Yeah, and I actually went more inward when I was a teenager. So I used to be louder when I was a kid and really confident, and then when I was a teenager, I just kind of, sometimes teenagers do, they go a little bit in, they've got to come back out again. So I had to find the confidence, hence why I started going for lessons at the age of 19.
And I want to ask you, since you're husband and wife duo, how did you guys meet?
Oh, that's a story, man.
Yeah,
That's the
Chaminda,
story.
you tell
I'll
me the story.
start from the top. So I was playing in a couple of bands, and one of these bands I was playing with required me to sing and play drums because it looked good. You know, at that time there was not much drummers and singers, right? So the guy, D-Man, love him like a brother, he told me, hey man, why don't you get some vocal lessons? Just see, you know, you might get some pointers, you know. I said, yeah, man, I'll do that. So anyway, I found this studio near where I used to live back then in Meadowbank, and it was in West Ryde. So I thought, oh, cool, you know, 5 minutes, you know, from where I live. Long story short, found this number, called her from my work, because at that time I was working a full-time job. This lovely voice, and I had this lovely voice, man, on the phone going, hello, this is Katherine speaking. And I was like, yeah, I want some singing lessons. Anyway, man, went to the studio, sat down, she opened the door, and there she was, those blue eyes just looking at me. And I'm sitting here going, my gosh, she's going to teach me singing. Anyway, the same day, I called my dad. At that time, there was Skype. My dad's first question was, after I said, you know, singing lessons was really good, I learned so much, and I'm going to go every week because I'm really serious about doing music full time. And he's always encouraged me, my dad. He said, go get your degree, and after that, do whatever you want, all right? He's like, yeah, good, very good. And then he asked me, is this singing teacher a girl or a boy? I'm like, why? I just want to know, is it a girl or a boy? I said, it's a girl. Oh, okay. And that was it.
Wow.
And that was it. Because I was used to playing in bands, man, like big sounding bands, I wasn't used to playing as a duo, right? And Kat here, we went to Coleroy, I think Coleroy Beach Club, because she
Surf
said
Rock Hotel
Surf
back
Rock
in-
Hotel
back
back then. She said you need to get used to playing as a duo because you need to hear your voice. Because when you're playing with a band, man, it's like this big sound coming out. But you need to appreciate what you're singing. So I took some bongos, she took a guitar, and we did this set at this open mic just for me to know what it was like playing as a duo, man. That was it, man. And I found this whole different sound that we could create. Plus, at that time, you know, venues weren't hiring bands as much. It was all duos or trios that they could afford. And and that's how it all started, man. You know, I didn't have an intention of finding a partner. It just happened like that. It's the universe, man. You know.
And to be
Brought
honest
us
with
in.
you,
Yeah,
our first gig we ever did together was supporting Steve Balby.
Oh man.
Yep.
So he was originally from Noiseworks, and
Amazing. Steve.
and yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I remember our first rehearsal we did together for that was inside another little one-room studio we created inside the house, and we had this Laney amp which I plugged my microphone
Which
into.
was coming out.
We
some
went and
terrible sounds.
we went and bought some bongos. So he had bongos, and I had my acoustic guitar, and that's where we started, and then it turned into this
Amazing.
eventually.
Well, you can I ask you? You guys have performed 152 shows last year.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
As a duo,
Absolutely
Yep.
amazing.
as a trio,
Yep.
and as a band.
Okay. How do you get so many gigs, and do you love performing? I'll ask you, Kat, first.
Love performing.
Yep.
It's a release. I mean, we teach 3 days out of the week.
Yep.
Then we're recording other people. We're also, booking acts as well. So for us, it's a release when you're performing. Like writing our own songs as well. It's a release. So, you're feeling.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel it's all about is you're feeling. You're trying to reach people with what you are either writing, whether you're writing a song or if you're singing someone else's song and it's a cover, then you're actually trying to reach people through music.
Absolutely. Chow?
Man, playing live for me is everything. That's where it starts. You know, you want to be a producer, you want to be a booking agent, you want to be a manager.
Yeah.
You gotta play live. You gotta know what it's like, man. You can't just be them, right? So, I've been playing live since I was professionally since I was 16, right? That was thanks to my mentor, right? And that's a bug, man. That's like a drug. Once you're in that, it's your choice, but that I don't know, it's that feeling that playing live. It doesn't matter who your audience is. I mean, we've played like last year, the 150 shows we did last year, right? That was with the two of us, plus either, Bob or James Ryan, or with Chris, Lauren. We have a band as well, right? So it was all that together and playing covers and originals. Sometimes, man, you would get hundreds of people. Sometimes you would just get two. But it doesn't matter. You're playing live, and that feeling you have playing live is like a drug. And I don't think I'll ever give that up. There's no way, man.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question. Do you prefer performing live, or do you prefer doing the whole producing the song in the studio? If you had to choose one or the other, or you can't compare?
It's very hard. It's two different feelings, Michael.
Yeah, absolutely.
See, performing live, as I said, is a release. It's like, there are some people who want to go to the gym every day and work out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So our gym is performing live, but we do that like 4 times a week, right? At 3 hours or 4 hours every time, right? Recording other artists gives us the opportunity to use the skills we've learned or we've built ourselves in helping these artists grow their song. So it's two different feels, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Well, there's two. Like if we're recording our own songs as well,
Yeah.
it's different how you would perform them live to how you would record them. Because when we're doing it, we don't want to use the whole backing track thing when you're trying to perform live. So there's two different feels and two different vibes that you would do.
Yeah.
But then again, if you recorded it and didn't perform it live, then really who's going to know you, kind of thing, unless you're promoting it on social media. But at least if you're out there performing it, then people are getting to know who you are. So it'd be both. But if you'd have to choose, then I guess performing it is how you're really going to reach people.
And you can see the reactions that you're
You
obviously
know?
getting from, from the audience.
It bounces, man.
Yeah.
It bounces. It's a really hard question, Michael.
Yeah, I know it is. You know, I would love to ask that question. I just thought.
I know some artists prefer just to record.
Yeah.
Some prefer to play live.
Yeah.
But because we're so addicted
Yeah.
to this industry and we love it so much, it's just, you know, it's hard, man. It's just you're bouncing off, man. Yeah.
And I have to say, because you guys produce, you mentor other artists as well, and you also act as an agent.
Yeah. Yes,
I mean, that's why I asked you that question, because you guys do so much more than just, perform.
Mate, for example, that's last Saturday. We were playing ourselves, but we were also having 2 other bands at venues performing. And we also had 2 mentors doing their first gig as well. Yeah. So all these emotions are going through your head.
But the thing too is about the whole agency thing. How that came up was, we know how hard it is to get in there. I mean, honestly, we were taking like $150 gigs in the beginning.
Yeah,
we were. Because you got to
Yeah.
start somewhere. You can't just expect to just climb to the top. You know, you got to get out there and do what everyone else who's already out there been doing. So basically, we thought, oh well, we seem to be getting double booked now. So let's tell these people we're not going to let them down. We can get somebody else to come and do their thing, and we'll make sure that they're good and that they're on time and they're punctual and all the things that you would go by to be booked to work for your clients. So it's great that we're able to do that, but also it's great because we're able to help people because we know how hard it was to get your foot in the door.
That's it, man.
And it's giving those people the opportunity, and you just hope they respect it and appreciate that.
Yeah, I have to say, there's a lot of people that go on to these reality TV shows that kind of like, they're on the platform and that's it. And then they're kind of like, they need some guidance and mentoring. So
What did they do after that?
Exactly. So it's amazing that what you guys are doing.
Mate, it's like this. It's like your roots in any industry you work with.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, no one's gonna knock on the door and say, "Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Here's a job for you for the whole year. We're gonna pay you X amount." They're not gonna do that. Right? That's not how it works.
Yeah.
You've got to build yourself up. So it's all for us. Even with the studio, with the booking agency, with mentoring, it's all about roots. Yeah. If you got strong roots in your industry, so if you fall down and you reach the top and you fall down for some reason, you know what it's like to be there. So you know how to work yourself back up.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been given an opportunity right at the start and you're right up there, and if you fall down, where do you go? You have no idea, right? At least you know your roots are really strong. So if you fall down, you know what to do.
Well, my next question was to ask you about your passions for music. I mean,
You go first.
lady, Chaminda.
First.
Let's go Chaminda first.
Yeah, you go first.
Passions for music. Oh man, it's everything, man. It's life. I mean, I personally work 16 to 17 hours a day, right? And that's from the time I get up, have my coffee, kiss a good morning. I'm on my phone, man. Emails or working on social media or just thinking about the work we have to do. That's passion, man. That's all you need, right? Just love every bit of it. No matter how tired you are with this game, you just want to do your best with everything, with every job, whether it's big or small. Okay? You may come in for a session. We may get booked to do an hour's gig. Doesn't matter. You want to do it right. So that passion comes out. Passion's, man, that's my theory behind it. I just love it so much, man. I'm addicted to it, man.
Okay, can I ask you, since you're sitting with your beautiful wife next to you, how important is she to the music and the
Working
passion?
with me, man?
Yeah.
Sometimes feel she might divorce me, man.
Why?
That's what I feel. No, because I think I'm not hard to work with, but
He's more intense than what I am.
I'm very intense.
I'm pretty much probably more chilled, laid back, and it's
Easy
unfolding. Whereas he's like,
I'm very intense.
He's got the mind and as well as the heart. See?
Yeah.
His emotions.
he's
as well,
driven.
man.
He's very
driven.
He's very driven.
Driven because I don't want to go back to where I was.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
When you're a teenager, man, when you come to this country, right, from another country, and you're doing what you have to do to be able to, survive in this country, and then in the back of your mind, you've got your passion, which is music, which was me. You want to do whatever you can to get into that, right? Because you don't want to do this other job. You want to do music, right? And we've come across a lot of people who are like that. They want to break into music, but they can't, okay? So every opportunity that comes, I'm going to take it seriously, man. It doesn't matter what client it is. It doesn't matter where we're playing. We may be playing on the street, busking, maybe a busking gig. Doesn't matter. If it's booked, it's booked. We're playing there, we take it seriously. That's how I am, because I don't want to go back to that. That's my motivation. Because it's very hard in this industry, man.
Yeah, but you do go back every now and again because you guys are so big in Sri Lanka.
We'll love it there, man.
Yeah.
They've accepted. See, there was no plan with Sri Lanka. Just because I'm Sri Lankan, it doesn't mean every Sri Lankan musician gets an opportunity to be on radio. It was not that. It wasn't planned either. It just happened that way. It was from Rashiba, our friend Nisho, who I used to, we went to school with. He just remixed the track just as a fun thing, man, and that's when it all blew up. Rashiba, the No Ordinary Day, and that just happened.
Especially No Ordinary Day, because at the time that got released,
Can I just say that is my anthem, by the way? I have to say, that is my anthem that I took over to see. That I heard that song. That's how we connected. But that is an amazing single, and it deserves all the success it has. And I just wanted to say thank you for such an amazing song.
No, man.
Thank you.
Continue on.
It was thanks to Kat's Nana, because she was having a bad day, and we got inspired by that. And it's amazing how you get inspired by the things around you.
Yeah, because she was having a bad day. And no matter what we were trying to do and cheer her up, it just wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed the guitar, went and laid on the bed, and started playing these chords and humming this melody. And I said, "Hun, come here." And he came in and I said, "What do you think of this?" "This is no ordinary day." And he's like, "Cool, hang on a minute." And then what'd you do?
Just happened. Just happened like that,
Yeah, but that time that came out in Sri Lanka, I was just mentioning before, was they had the floods there, and it's really bad.
Okay.
And they were playing that on the radio, and it was cheering people up, and then they were requesting it because they were like, this is like picking us up and making us happy. So,
and it's secondly to me as well.
They even made it a ringtone. Yeah. It's a ringtone there, so people can call their whoever they're with, provider, and they pay an X amount of rupees a month, and it's their ringtone. So if I'm calling you and you're in Sri Lanka and you have that ringtone, I can hear No Ordinary Day coming out.
Oh wow,
it's amazing.
They just
well,
I need that ringtone then.
Yeah,
absolutely that ringtone.
It's amazing, man. It's an amazing opportunity they've given us, and the exposure, and and all the publicity there, like TV and radio and everything, man. So very blessed.
But also I think too, I'm blessed how they welcomed me as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not born and bred Sri Lankan, and I might be married to a child, but still, how they embrace me, I'll be forever thankful. Yeah.
And can I No Ordinary Day? How long was that in the charts for? Because I know it broke some records.
Some I don't know, 36 weeks or something.
Yes, I think it was 36.
Amazing! Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
And Kat, can I ask you what's your passion for music? Just a simple question.
My passion for music.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm passionate about with that, and what's driving me with that more than anything, I always say, if you reach one, it's better than none. That's what keeps me passionate about music. It doesn't matter how many people you reach. If you're reaching one, it might be one at a time. It's better than none.
And I want to ask the same question: how important is Chaminda to the music, the creative process, and
huge?
Yeah.
Because when we first met, I was just playing, rhythm guitar by myself and singing. And then when we came together, I feel my whole guitar playing, my rhythm, everything just enhanced because I had the man who had the beats behind it. And I feel like, I don't know what he thinks, but I feel like I've become a better musician, player, and songwriter for that. Yeah.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah, I have to say, you guys together work amazing, and I've been blessed enough, and everyone on the panel show, that I've seen these guys perform, and you must catch them. They perform everywhere. Just look out for the guides and so forth. But they were amazing, and you can see it in their face and in their music. It's just beautiful to watch. Just wanted to say that.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And also, can you tell me? I'll start with you, Kat.
Yeah.
Your passions outside of the music.
My passion's outside of music.
I'm intrigued. We're all intrigued.
My passion outside of music,
Yes.
for me, is my family, which consists. It's true.
That's
Which
beautiful.
consists of this gentleman right next to me, my husband, my father, and my grandmother.
Can we just mention the grandmother? Nana, I've met her. She's over 100.
She's 101, turning 102 this year.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually, she used to sing to me a lot when I was a little kid. Yeah, I used to sing songs. She actually used to sing herself and dance. And she always told me growing up, keep singing, Kath, because if you keep singing, you'll go through life happy. I said, okay, then. So, you know, growing up,
Yeah.
my dad brought us kids up from a certain age as a single father. And, you know, I didn't want to go to him and say, you know, I want to take singing lessons, I want guitar, blah, blah, blah. So I waited till I finished school so I could pay my own way. And what happened was my nan was encouraging me, my dad was encouraging me, and I went and had lessons. I did. I was very shy, as I told you. I was very inward instead of outward. So it took me a while to kind of, you know, get back up there with my confidence. But I pushed myself. I made myself do this, do that, go to open mics, perform until I stopped shaking one day and I haven't looked back. And what helped me do that was I had an American backpacker at this venue I was playing at down at Coleroy. And he came up to me and said, what was that song you sang, the second song you sang in your first set? So I told him, and he said, that really connected. I'm missing home right now, and that really got me. Thank you. And he gave me a big hug and said, when you get a CD, can you give it to me? And gave me his email.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then I thought, wow, that's not, you know, friends. That's not my dad. That's not my nan telling me I'm good. And you sometimes think, oh, they're a bit biased. That was a stranger. And that's when I thought, oh, I've reached one person tonight. If I reach one, it's better than none. And that's always stuck in my head since that day. Yeah.
Well, can I say, you're not good. You're very, very, very good.
Oh,
Amazing.
Too kind.
It's amazing. And I have to mention to the panel show, your nana always, still to this day, comes to your gigs.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah, man.
She's amazing. So I can see
very
the
much.
resemblance in the family and the heart. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Mate, she was partying with us. She was partying with us on New Year's Eve. We were playing at Padstow Bowling Club.
Yes.
And we went to bed on the 1st of Jan at about 5 in the morning. Nan as well.
Yeah, Chaminda, myself,
Really?
my dad, my nan. We did a Macca's run on the way home.
We had a crazy, that gig went off. Right?
Yeah.
We had a really awesome gig and packed up, and you know it was 2 o'clock in the morning, I think it was when we packed out, and then had a Macca's run, and then just amazing, man.
And I want to ask you, thank you so much for sharing that on the panel show.
No,
I want to
of
ask
course.
you, what's your passion outside of music?
Man, I've got a lot of passions.
Yes.
Yes, number one being family. You know, talk to my mom and dad every day.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing what they're doing, trying to help them as much as I can, because you know they're over there, I'm over here. You know, helping my father-in-law, helping my wife with Nan. You know, the best way I can. You know, whether it's hands-on, whether it's financially, I love helping people. Not just them, but I also love helping people I'm close with. You know, if they're ever stuck or if they're ever in need of something, I don't know, man. It's just that in me to help. But I've also gotten what's the word? By helping people, also got what's the word? Bitten as well.
Wow.
There's so many people, man, who try to help. You know, that unloyalty, that all that. You know, so I'm very careful now with who I help as well, because I don't want to experience that. But yeah, so helping family, helping close friends. As I said, our circle's very small, and we tend to keep it like that. I love sport, love watching cricket.
He does.
Lankans.
Love watching cricket. Sri Lankans, man. It's no matter how many games we lose.
Lately.
Lately, you still have that belief, you know. That food, love cooking.
Yeah.
Love to cook for everyone when I do have time.
You can actually make something out of nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually thanks to my uncle who showed me. Yeah, but I just love cooking, man. It's another creative outlet, I think. Just people in general. I think just talking and knowing their story. That's a passion itself, man.
Well, I have to say too, with your style, I love your style. So you can put on a facial hair. You've got so many styles
It's
in the
missing
look.
right now. It's missing.
It's missing right now.
Yeah.
This is a panel exclusive. This is a new look.
This is
Chaminda.
This is the
This is
new
the
look.
new
But
look.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but he's had all the looks.
Oh yes.
And it suits you.
Massive beard.
There you go.
Decided to, cut it.
Yeah.
That's another story.
You both look amazing, amazing to watch, as I said, live, and
Thank
you
you.
look the part. Your vocal, it just melts me. Your production and music and your melts me too. So I just wanted to say that from a personal perspective.
Thank you.
Is there anywhere where people can anywhere where people can stay in touch with everything you guys
Of course,
do?
Yeah, so go to our website, katchamusic.com, Katcha with a K.
Yeah.
You can Facebook us, Katcha, Instagram at Katcha Music.
All the links are on there.
All the links are all linked together. Yeah.
Well, can I just sort of also mention that I have been blessed and grateful to hear your new single, which is really in demo form.
It is. It's not even there yet.
Can we just kind of mention that quickly? That
Sure.
your new music.
It's just an idea that we've printed together. Nothing's even done yet with it.
Yeah.
Actually, the way that started was I was lying in bed. He was asleep. And then these lyrics started coming to me, so I hopped up, walked to the kitchen, wrote them down, and then we pulled them out, remember?
Yeah.
We started this melody and stuff one night, ages after writing lyrics. I was like, hang on a minute, I got these lyrics. Cool, hang on a minute. So I went and grabbed them when we came. Bam.
Amazing.
And that's
It's
what
still-
happens for us. It just,
That's it.
we don't sit there and write for, like it just, if it comes, it just comes.
Yeah.
And I always say that when those moments happen, it's coming through you.
Yeah.
It's coming from somewhere.
Makes it easier.
And for artists out there,
Oh yeah. Others,
just to let you know,
please.
you're wasting time doing albums and EPs. It is singles all the way through.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You can argue with me and Kat.
Yeah.
Do your research. It's all singles now.
And for those aspiring artists out there, one more last question. What would you say to them? As to,
Play live. Oh, sorry. Stop whinging. Play live. Get every bit of work you can get, whether it's playing for free as well, so you can get your name out there, and your journey will continue. Trust us on that.
And I would say, that was good, huh?
that was good.
And I would say that do what you love what you do, and you'll go a long way.
Well, you're so excited. We have an exclusive here on the panel show. Katcha Medley, please take it away.
Everything's gonna be alright. 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 Everything's gonna be alright today. Here's a good day. Don't let it get you down. Today is a good day. Don't let it get you down.
Last one.
Today is a good day. Don't let it get you down. So out loud for all to see, powerful this energy, vibrations and shifting change, healing us, connecting us to rise, ship back, rise, ship back, rise, ship back. Come on, boys, come on, girls, come on, world, be watchers and beholders of this. I'm calling out to the universe, unite with me.
Yeah. Here you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know what you miss? Your love, it makes me whole. But don't worry, I will stay. Forget what others say, like a beat want you to play. But I'm stuck between a hard rock and a place. Forgive myself for the choices I make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you know what you miss? Come on, baby, take me home. Let me love you. Will you pick me? Let me breathe you. Let me undress you. Break down the walls. Break down the walls. You say
thank you so much. That was amazing, amazing, amazing.
Thanks,
I was
Michael.
just so into that. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining us on the panel show, Katcha Music.
Thank you, the panel
Thank
show.
you.
And we want to
Thank you.
say thank you for having us in your studio today as well, filming this. So, God bless.
Take care, guys.
Thank you.